Barcelona beats Getafe 2-1, but the product on the field definitely underwhelmed. And there's some changes that need to be made and made early in this season, not playing around with different people every single game throughout the entire season. When we watch Barcelona this year, we have no expectations that it's going to be the same team that we had last year. But today, during the Barcelona Getafe game, it was obvious a few things were very clear. Griezmann is lost in this team, you guys. He does smart side passes, back passes. It comes to the point where he's never creating opportunities for himself, ever. Not only does he not create opportunities, people are not even dragging defenders towards him. When there's a build-up play, if you looked at the first goal that Sergio Roberto ran by cutting up the middle, the defenders completely left Griezmann and went after three players on Sergio Roberto. Like, he is no threat to this other team. He is an ancillary player, you guys, but he's holding up the right wing side. Now, in today's lineup, we had Braithwaite on the left, Depay up top, Griezmann on the right, De Jong, Busquets, Sergio Roberto on the right midfield, Alba, Lenglet, Araujo, and Emerson on the right fullback. Now, the right side was getting zero play, you guys. No build-up, no attacking, no created opportunities on the right side. Essentially, Sergio Roberto scored that first goal in the first 2 minutes by cutting up the middle. But as far as build-up play, no. Matter of fact, that first goal started down the left side with Jordi Alba. I'm a huge fan of Serginho Dest. Huge fan. As soon as he was subbed in the second half, you can see things were moving on the right side. But Griezmann is lost. It is lost. We have too many strong players to not be playing. For instance, why not put in Coutinho on that right wing? I mean, we have other options. If you're going to change the lineup, feel free to change the lineup, but you cannot allow 70 minutes to go by looking at Griezmann doing nothing. Looking at Emerson not really creating opportunity. Essentially, in the first half, the other team abandoned defending our right side because there was no threat. With that being said, I am happy that Barcelona won 2-1, but it's clear that things need to be changed. This team can't beat a good team. Not like this. We started off strong, very strong, matter of fact, first 2 minutes. Then ex-Barcelona players, Sandro Ramirez with a 1-2 with Alenya scored in the 18th minute to make it 1-1 while things were still moving. There was some left to right movement from our team, as well as they were cutting us through the middle. Now, this was not our optimal starting lineup. I'm not sure why he does this every year, where he just likes to try new things, and it's clear that it's not working, and he rolls it out. Memphis Depay showed some special energy again in the 30th minute. Great buildup from the middle all the way up to the left side. He takes on two defenders on the left side of the goal, cuts them back, hits with his right foot, goes between the legs of a defender and hits it near post. You'll find out in the 30th minute, that was the very last point we scored, and for the rest of the game, you'll see that's about all that happened, okay? So after that goal, everything got stagnant. The midfield got stagnant. There was no creativity. The Griezmann may not as well been at the game at all. He's not even dragging defenders. He's not really doing anything other than a back pass. Whenever he starts to feel the pressure, like he needs to create something, he gives the ball away. Okay, and I'm not trying to bash the guy, but I'm saying he does not earn a starting position right now. He doesn't. We've got great players on the bench, and we can make it work. Braithwaite is playing above his ability, and that's okay. Braithwaite's a good player. He's an energy player. He makes things happen. He's great to have on the side with Alba and De Jong. But my point is, at the end of the day, we had to sub off Griezmann, Roberto, and Emerson. It was clear we needed Serginho Dest on the right. I respect the coach. I respect him for trying to get some other players opportunities. Sergio Roberto has always played in the middle. He did a good job, went off injured. And luckily, we did have some great play off of those subs. Sergio Roberto was replaced by Gavi, who's creating a lot of opportunity, a lot of energy. Not sure. So he has some good energy, and he was definitely doing better than the squad before he came in. The question is, Gavi, when you're starting on the main team, can you please not go down and call for fouls all the time? When you hit the ground, bounce back up and ask for the ball. When you go down and you whine and you throw your hands up, when you're playing this light on the ball where you're getting flown around and thrown around everywhere, kind of like the same issue that Ricky Puig has. He comes in playing too light-footed and he gets thrown around. At least don't complain, okay? Because it shows that you're light. It shows that you're not strong enough for the big boys. So it's better that you just bounce up and keep going. Gonzalez came in for Braithwaite. He did a pretty good job too. At least they were creating energy. The team was stagnant after the goal in the 30th minute. Completely stagnant. So, anyway, you guys, I know this isn't a messy team, and I know this isn't one of our best teams ever, but the team does have potential. The defense was kind of choppy with the lineup, to be honest. The right side was non-existent for probably 75% of the game. Griezmann didn't really even play today. He didn't do anything wrong, but he was just invisible. Obviously, De Jong played great. Busquets good. He's slow, but when Busquets and De Jong are in there, it's really hard to have Sergio Roberto in the midfield because he's not as creative and he's not as fast. I understand he's from La Masia, but let's be clear here. We need some impact players to cut into space, to create holes, to spread out the game, not just to sit in their hole, okay? We need the energy we saw at the end of the game with some of those more exciting players. Put in the players that you believe maybe they're not the best players on the team. Maybe at practice they are not the best players out of the whole squad. But if they can create energy, if they can create space, attack space, open up opportunities for other people, I think it's better than just sitting and boring the hell out of the fans.